Wooten High School. The following interviews portray the opinions of Wooten students as well as faculty. This is Mr. Britton, Vice Principal of Wooten High School, and we're getting opinion on the Warhorse rock concert yesterday after school. Mr. Britton, what was your opinion?
Well, I think it didn't come off as well as expected, and was due to several factors. One had to do, as I understand, with the choice of music. Another factor was the technical equipment was faulty. Third factor was the organization of the songs by the band in terms of the fact that in a 35-minute production they should have had a tightly knit show moving from one number to the next without the long pauses in between. I think, however, that a lot of the pauses were caused by the technical problem.
Do you feel that this should be repeated? I mean, do you feel that it has any worthwhile anything for students?
Well, I think that we're going to have to take a long, hard look at it and see. It seemed apparent yesterday, at least, that the vast majority of the students were not very interested in the show, and we're starting to leave at about 2:50 in the afternoon, or at least trying to.
Do you feel that this was due to the music or to everything put together, including the technical difficulties?
I think probably the whole package aspect of it was probably the main reason.
What did you think of the concert?
It was all right.
In what way was it all right?
Well, some of the music they played was like, I know I'm great now. Some of the music like they played was like all like really hard rock, and a lot of people that were there didn't enjoy the hard rock, and they wanted to hear different songs. You know, it would have been a better concert if they would have mixed the songs that they were playing.
If the songs were mixed, do you feel that this would be a worthwhile program at Wooten?
Yes.
What did you feel about the concert?
Okay. I have a number of opinions on it. The most important...
What's your opinion on the concert?
It was all right, but I couldn't hear the PA system.
So you feel that any problems were technical?
Yeah, of course. Those dudes are good musicians.
Would you like to see something like this repeated here at Wooten?
Definitely. I think we should have a rock concert all the way. I don't think it was appropriate.
Why do you feel that it was inappropriate?
Basically why we had it scheduled at the time. I was in charge of approving the rock concert and, I guess, finalizing all the details.
Thank you. How do you feel that it was run? How do you think it went?
Well, I guess from a technical standpoint, there were some problems with the equipment, getting things set up and so forth. From the standpoint of the student body, I suppose it was not a very successful rock concert. The student body did not seem to like that particular kind of music.
Do you feel that something like this will be repeated?
I would say right now, no. You know, it looks bad. We won't be willing to try it unless we can get a band that will be playing music that is more in line with the things the student body wants.
Okay, we're taking a comparison between pep rallies and the rock concert, and which you feel are more beneficial to the school. We'd like your opinion on that also.
Well, I think the rock concert has potential. It seemed as if at the beginning of the rock concert, the students were certainly more excited about that than they were about a pep rally. We had no disciplinary problems whatsoever at the rock concert. Students were very cooperative in getting out there. The students came to the rock concert as opposed to pep rallies, which I think are ill-attended and usually are rather boring.
Well, let's put it this way. I'd rather do grocery shopping for my mother than watch that concert, okay?
Why did you not like it?
Because the music just too, out of it. You got to be a big freak to watch that concert.
So you felt that it really had no value to your own confidences?
Nope.
And you wouldn't like to see another one?
Nope.
You didn't even feel it was worth getting out of classes for?
I'd rather go to art than watch that concert, okay?
Smoking area, getting interviews and opinions on the Warhorse concert yesterday. What did you think of the concert? Did you enjoy it? It was pretty good. I don't know. It was okay.
It was great. Great. Hey, I think that concert was excellent. They should have more like it. I don't see why everybody cruised at the end. I think everybody enjoys music to check out the Warhorses. All right. Yeah.
Okay, it seems that the general opinion is that you all enjoy the concert. I'd like to know why.
Hey, it was jamming, you know. It was just like a regular concert.
Listen,
It was all type music. It wasn't old fogey music or disco or anything. It was just the right kind of music.
So you all appreciated the quality of the music. Why do you think that people cruised at the end?
Well, they just didn't appreciate that type of music. The jack, bang. They don't appreciate it. Seriously.
I think we can see what this...
Catch the bus or something, you know, because they were going for the bus. But it's cool, you know. All that matters is the music. Doesn't matter if people listen to it.
Thank you very much. We are doing an interview as to people's opinions on the Warhorse concert yesterday, and I'd like to know, as vice principal, what was your opinion on the subject?
Well, I felt the sound system left something to be desired, particularly vocally. I'm also a bit biased in terms of the kinds of rock music I like. I don't like it quite as harsh as it was. Significant thing for me that everybody concerned with it ought to look at is to what extent it appealed to the student body and didn't. You know, from my standpoint, I think maybe 20% of the student body really liked it, and the other 75 to 80% could have left it. Okay.
Do you think that we're going to be doing this again?
I have the slightest idea.
Thank you, Mr. Chalkley. Feel about the concert? Did you like it?
No, the sound was all distorted from the speakers and everything. You'd have to be right in the middle to really get a good listen to it.
So you feel that...
I thought it was good.
Would you like to see something like this repeated at Wooten?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I am. My name's Tim Murdoch. I'm a bass player for Warhorse. In my opinion, all went well in some respects. The music we played didn't really, the people couldn't relate to it, if you know what I mean. They'd never heard the songs before, like Elvis Presley, you know, things like that. They just couldn't relate to them. I thought we should have gone in and played some songs like, you know, just songs off the radio that, you know, they've heard before, and but a few of the members of the band just won't bow that low. They just won't bow low enough to play anything that's not hard to play or fun to play or anything like that. And that's just the way they are. I couldn't do anything about it. The drummer and myself were kind of on the same level, and the two guitarists were on their own level. And we just let them do it the way they wanted to. You know. Problems with equipment? Well, I thought the PA should have been much louder and much more powerful and everything. You couldn't hear the vocals that well. I thought that the instruments were too distorted. I thought that too. Like, I thought that Scott's guitar was up too loud, and I thought that, like, I could hear myself sometimes, I couldn't hear myself other times. And the rhythm guitarist and lead guitarist, John, he wasn't loud enough at all, I don't think. There's a lot of problems with organization, getting it really tightened, the sound worked out. But then playing outside, you can't really, when you're playing outside, you can't get any kind of sound that's desirable. I wouldn't put the blame on anybody but ourselves. I don't know. I would just say that everyone did as good a job as they could have in the time allowed, and that I had a good time. I played what I felt like playing, and just I had a good time playing it, and a lot of people had a good time listening to it. Then there were some who didn't have a good time listening